we're just going to talk about DS5. Students explore the actions that a character has, then outlines a narrated story in which the character uses those actions. Students learn about changing costumes for walking, broadcasting messages at the appropriate times in the story. The success criteria: students will have completed a project with 3 add-ons. The add-ons are change setting, mystery box, 1 of 2 and 2 of 2, animate the narrator, 1 of 2 and 2 of 2, play a song, and add another character. And it will take you there. I am going to go ahead and mute it. And you can see right here that there are a number of starter projects that you are going to want to choose one. And once you choose one, make sure that you have these important things at the top. It should populate. It's for characterization. You should give it your own name. You should definitely watch the lesson video because it gives very important information about building this story with characterization. You can get additional help by putting the closed captioning on if you're not using headphones. The only problem is if you're not using headphones, you cannot program sound if you are in the class. If you are at home, go for it. Enjoy that. So you are going to begin with a starter project that has 2 main sprites. You will need to understand we have used broadcast blocks already. It sends a message to other sprites and other elements of the program. Pro tip: don't forget, skip to the very end. If you would like some tips, if you're moving back here, you've missed something, or if you want to see the elements of code that you will need. I'm going to kind of quickly talk about this one. Using actions to explore, using actions to learn about a character. You're going to basically explore the actions that your character has. You're going to outline a story in which the character uses those actions and program the narrator to start telling the story. Costumes will become important in here, and also paying close attention to the code block examples that they have. I'm going to skip here to the end. And look for during this, use the specific character reactions included in the starter project you choose to guide what the narrator will say and develop the character in your story. Click the next video when it's time to move on. This video goes into depth about the broadcasting aspect of messages. It makes it so that you don't have to set specific seconds or timing. If you do that, if you program that way, it's hard to make any changes if you find a bug later on. I'm going to go ahead and skip right here to the end. Make sure that you are using broadcast. There is some speaking parts that you'll have programmed in, and then what you want to do is broadcast a message that goes along with what the character is saying. All right, we're going to go on, have a look at video 4, characters on parade. Many of the characters, but not all, have costumes that you can switch back and forth between to make them do something like walking, or using their arms for some task, or breathing fire. And so this video is going to go into the steps about how you can program the character to walk and to get going, when, and then also these pauses in between. When it's switching costumes, it's taking a step each time. You can rename your costumes to make it a little bit easier. You can see it says walking 1, walking 2, dancing 1, surprise. So these are all already part of your starter project. I'm going to jump to the end here. Make sure you watch that video and look to make the character walk by using the repeat, the switch costume to, the wait, and the move block. Tinker with the values in the blocks until you like how the main character walks. That means go up, go down, use 0.1, use 0.2, use 0.05, and see what you think. And then broadcasting your own message. This is where you're going to take over using broadcast and program it without any actual steps or any support from the program. And so you are going to send a message that will make the character walk and then make the character walk when it receives the message. Don't forget that broadcasts have more than one block. Some is broadcast and wait. Some is when I receive. You can type in a new message name to help you to organize what each broadcast block is doing. I'm going to skip to the end right here. These are the codes. You can see there's some of the code existing already there, and you can have a look and see what is new. I'm not going to talk about add-ons today. We're going to focus on those on Wednesday. But if you were listening at the beginning, we had learning targets. There is 6+1 add-ons right here. So you need to choose 3 if you are interested in 100%.